Hello, and welcome back to Being Miraculous, a podcast by Shweta Shibraman. For those of you tuning in for the very first time, Being Miraculous is a podcast to inspire and live life to its fullest through my journey of self-discovery. Miraculous is the derivative of the Greek word meraki, which means to do an act with complete willingness, undivided attention, and wholehearted devotion. This podcast is a reminder of how we're not alone in this journey and on the simple things we can do to make this life a memorable and a beautiful experience. Hello and happy New Year. Welcome back to a brand new episode on Being Miraculous. Before you know it, a whole year has passed. It feels like just yesterday we were all starting 2020 with much enthusiasm, hope and excitement, only to realize all our plans are toppling over within months. A year like no other in our generation. But here we are, surviving, thriving, and hoping once again. Today's episode is a special one. It's one of the most fundamental lessons I learned on my journey of self-discovery. The art of believing in yourself. I learned this very late in my life. It has been my most valuable lesson to date. You cannot live the life of your dreams without believing in yourself. It's just not possible. I know because I've tried it. I'm hoping by the end of this podcast, you're at least willing to give believing in yourself a shot in 2021. Trust me, it'll bring upon miracles. So, what do I mean when I say believe in yourself? Believing in yourself means to trust yourself, to have the confidence in your abilities to navigate life, overcome hurdles, learn from your mistakes, and chase after your dreams. It is to have that conviction in you that you have everything you need within you, that you have the power to create and fight for the life you desire. Did that trigger something in you? You see, we've all been raised to place trust outside of ourselves. Trust the schools, the priests, the pundits, the teachers, the mentors, the corporates, the government, basically any institution or person outside of us. For the simple fear that a lot of our parents have that their kids might become too arrogant and self-absorbed and not live cohesively in the society. But confidence and arrogance are two very different concepts. Confidence is believing you can do what it takes. Arrogance is believing you can do it better than anyone else. So don't put yourself down on that pretext. I've always been like that. From a very young age, I've been well aware of my flaws. So I've never had any false assumptions of who I was. I always thought I need to work harder, go that extra mile, because I'm not intelligent. I've had several defensive statements I believed about myself. I have bookish knowledge, not the street smart one. I know one person who can do this better than me, so surely I'm not the best. I'm an average writer. I've read and I've loved better writers. What I didn't realize was that every time I kept going back to these limiting beliefs about myself, I shut more doors and possibilities of who I could have been. I chose to stay confined to these labels of who I've been in the past rather than explore who I can be today with confidence. This was okay till I was in school, in college. But then I realized once you're out in the corporate world, you've got to be your own cheerleader. Nobody does that for you. When you don't believe in yourself, you don't ask for what's yours. Not the promotions, not the salary hikes, not the designations, not the commercials you deserve, nothing. You don't prioritize what's right for you. You allow people to encroach your boundaries left, right, and center. You act from a place of low self-worth and self-doubt. You never recognize your wins. Rather, you double down on your faults and keep harping on them. And before you know it, you start copping out of situations in life and stop taking chances because you're too hard on yourself, and the resistance and the hell you go through is not worth it then. I realized soon that this was not a great way to live. The deeper I went in my meditations, the more I grounded myself in the present, and the more I became grounded to the present, the more I connected with my inner true self. And this lack of belief in that self started to seem childish and petty even. Eckhart Tolle says it the best when he says, unease, anxiety, tension, stress, worry, all forms of fear are caused by too much future and not enough presence. Guilt, regret, resentment, grievances, sadness, bitterness, and all forms of non-forgiveness are caused by too much past and not enough presence. We all know we must believe in ourselves, but few actually do. And there's a reason for this. In our human minds, stories are more powerful than statistics. If you look closely in your life, you'll realize you don't need rocket science to believe in yourself. You only need to shed the stories you fed yourself over the years. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I'm not deserving. I'm not smart. I'm not beautiful. All conditioning from our past experiences. Games the mind plays with us to protect us, to shield us from more hurt, to help us survive. But in this community, we don't just want to survive, right? Being miraculous is all about thriving and living that best life. Why lead that hollow life when we can believe in ourselves, be comfortable in our skin, know our worth, and thrive? In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says it beautifully when he tells Arjuna that you need to know the nature of your true self. He says that while humans perceive the world with their 5 sense organs, it is but an illusion and not a reality. Who we really are beyond these impermanent bodies is true awareness, boundless energy that is one with the source of this universe. Whether you'd like to call it God, the Supreme Creator, the One, the Divine, that's your choice. Vedanta says this too when it says the consciousness or the spirituality in each one of us is the same and is a reflection of the whole, the universe itself. And when you realize this, like truly understand this, you'll realize there's no good or bad, there's no inferior or superior. We just are. There's no space for crippling self-doubt or limiting beliefs when you realize that this cosmic power is stored within you too. So, no, I'm not going to tell you that everything is going to be A-okay in 2021. All our sorrows will not be swept away and you won't be waking up in La La Land each day this year. But I hope this year you realize the potent force that you are. That 2021 be the year where you leave behind your past conditioning and take on life head on. The year where you finally stop playing small and do not settle for anything less than you deserve. The year you thrive beautifully and take more individuals along your journey. The year you believe in yourself and all that you could be. And do me a favor, could you please share this with your loved ones, friends, family, mentors, anyone who needs to remember this lesson. Let's break the chain this year with this simple belief in ourselves and our true potential. Let this be the year where we follow through on all our awakenings in the past and live our best life yet. This is Shweta Shivraman signing off, hoping you have a fabulous, fabulous year ahead.